What is up, everybody? We got some Grisly Sultai action for you. We're going to play first. Always want to be on the play with this deck. So as far as opening hand goes, we've got Misty. We can get into a colored source and hopefully hit a land off Thought Scour. We're on the play. It's a little risky. Yeah, I may mulligan this one. Because if we don't hit a land, then we just look kind of... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and mulligan this one. Yeah, it's a little light on creatures or some graveyard type action with Grisly Salvage, but we'll go and keep on this. Yeah, we'll go and keep. Get a scry action too. But we can at least get into... drop us down to 14 off our Friction Revoker. I'm going to put that on the bottom for right now. Yeah, go put that on the bottom. Also, on a side note, guys, I do have this deck up on MTGOTraders.com, so if you want to check it out, I do have a link in the description, too. So let's go and get down this polluted delta. And that way, if our opponent has any early hand disruption, we can spell pierce it. And then we'll crack it on our opponent's turn. Since we have Death Shadow is really only our really route right now, we may go ahead and start working towards a Death Shadow. Trying to build up the Death Shadow for us. Get into a Stomping Ground. Oh, we got some burn action coming in. Okay, so let's let this Goblin Guy's gonna swing in. Let's see what he flips off his first trigger. Get into Overgrown Tomb. Okay. Now, since we're playing against burn, I'm not going to be too aggressive with our shocks right now because we'll let our opponent get us down for that. And we also have Abrupt Decay coming in next turn. So let's go and get this polluted delta down. Well, if we get Breeding Pool, we can play Swamp. Yeah, let's go and get Breeding Pool. Kind of let that Death Shadow grow organically from our opponent instead of shocking it in. Grapple with the pass. I don't like that. So let's get down Swamp and then pass the turn. Now we can Abrupt Decay the Goblin Guide. If he's running Eidolon in there, would maybe want to save it for the Eidolon. Let's see what he gets into this turn. Monastery, Swift Spear. Okay. Mishra's Bauble. Oh, this may be Death Shadow. Death Shadow aggro, potentially. And if you cast another spell, we may actually go Abrupt Decay on the Monastery Swift Spear. Doesn't look like he is right now. So see what we flip with Goblin Guide. Abrupt Decay. Yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and leave that one on top. I like that. He's got 2 cards in hand. So let's go and fire this Abrupt Decay off. Let's hit the Goblin Guide. And then next turn we can follow up with the other Abrupt Decay on the Monastery Swift Spear. Wait for our opponent to cast something. So he's going to draw a card off the Bauble. Get into Abrupt Decay. Let's get down Catacombs. That way, if we need to search up a forest, we can search up a forest and still cast Abrupt Decay and have Spell Pierce back up. Now we're getting to the spot to where as soon as we crack this Catacombs, we can get Death Shadow down, but we need to get out of Lightning Bolt range. Yeah, we'll go and let this Gitaxian Probe go through. Especially if you got some type of pump spell or what is it? A Tarka? No, not a Tarka's. Yeah, Tarka's Command. That's what it is. Had a brain fart for a second. So now, if he swings in right now, he's going to get us down. We'll crack the fetch, and then it'll put us in Death Shadow range, to where we can survive a Lightning Bolt. All right, he's going again. Yeah, we'll probably... I may go ahead and fire this Abrupt Decay off, actually. So he swings it for 3, drops us down to 10, we crack the fetch, we go down to 9. Let's make a 4/4 Death Shadow. Yeah, we'll go, yeah, no, yeah, I don't mind taking this one. Oh, he scoops on that one, okay. What that was about. So let's bring in Dispel. I guess maybe... didn't draw into what he needed. Let's get into some Scavenging Ooze action. And now, is there anything else we want to bring in? We brought in the Dispels. We can Nature's Claim on our Phyrexian Revoker. And it also hit his Eidolon, so yeah, we'll actually go and bring that one in. Yeah, and I think that's good. So what do we want to cut? Let's cut the Gitaxian Probe. Let's cut the Dark Confidants. Yeah, I like that build right there. Cut the Gitaxian Probes. Don't need Thoughtseize. Actually, let's go and cut this Thoughtseize and let's get into a Golgari Charm. But we could bring in the Baloth. Yeah, let's go and bring one in. You know, it's a little hard sometimes to hit 4 mana when you're only running 19 lands, but I don't mind having access to it, especially if we've got Grapple of the Past in there. On to game 2. Yeah, I don't know why he preemptively scooped right there. Maybe, I guess he just figured we had him beat with the Abrupt Decay. Okay, so as far as our opening hand goes, we've got Tarmogoyf, we have Inquisition on our opponent. Looking at cracking that, yeah, we have a pretty nice little Tarmogoyf. Yeah, we'll go and keep on this one. Let's get our graveyards up. Okay. Gitaxian Probe, yeah. So, right now we're looking at getting down on Tarmogoyf and blocking whatever he's got going on. So we'll crack the Catacombs, let it get land in the graveyard. We can Inquisition something away from his hand, either get a creature or an instant to get that going. And we also have Snapcaster on another Inquisition if we want to do that. But I've enjoyed playing this deck. It's pretty fun so far. You know, there could be some areas for there's always areas for improvement with the Magic deck, but I feel, you know, it's on to something. You know, is it going to win the next Grand Prix? No, but I very much enjoy playing with Tier 2 decks, especially Modern, because to me in Modern, if you're a really good Tier 2 pilot, you can do well in a Modern tournament. Because you always hear a lot of people complaining about, no, Modern's not interactive. I mean, but I love Modern, man. It's just kind of one of those, like, this is what Modern is now. You know, that's... You're just racing to do something pretty busted. Let's get down. Let's go and get this shock out of the way. Yeah, let's go and fire this off. Let's get into a... Let's get into a Watery Grave. That way we have Spell Pierce, and then we have another Blue Sword as a breeding pool, so we can flashback Snapcaster in that. So yeah, let's go and get into a Watery Grave. Shock that in. See what our opponent's got cooking in the kitchen. He's got 5 cards in hand. Got Faith Shield. Got some Monastery, Mutagenic Growth, Tarmogoyf, and Wild Nacatl. No second land. Okay. Faith Shield, gains protection from color of your choice. Monastery, Mutagenic Growth. Now we're in a weird spot to where we can take, if we take Tarmogoyf, take a 2/3, make a 4/5. We do have Dismember, because he can get down Monastery or Wild Nacatl next turn. And the Faith Shield's not, yeah, he has to cast White on that one, so he's a little far away from White on that. Let's go... Actually, I may go with Tarmogoyf. That way we don't get in this weird spot to where we're just chump blocking on Tarmogoyf. Yeah, I'm going to take Tarmogoyf. So we'll have a 3/4, and then he has a field of 1/2s and 3/3s. And that's if he makes his land drop to get the 3/3. Oh, there he goes. Drew into it. Okay, so we got some Monastery coming in hot. Then we got some Wild Nacatl. So he's got 2 cards in hand, and that's Mutagenic Growth and Faith's. I can't remember what it's called, but it's just the 1 mana spell, gains protection. So he's going to be swinging in for, looking at 4 right now, unless he wants to fire off that Mutagenic Growth. Okay, he doesn't. Get into Catacombs. We can search up a forest to be not as painful. Get down Tarmogoyf. Now, however we block, he'll be able to Mutagenic Growth, and it'll kill our Tarmogoyf. We'd have Dismember. Yeah, I like getting down. Yeah, let's go ahead and get down Tarmogoyf. Because it'll be swinging in. We can block on the Monastery. Get in for 6. Drop us down to 7. Yeah, we'll go and do that. Let's search up a forest right now. Get on Tarmogoyf and then pass the turn. We may lose this one. He's got a pretty nice little. When you got Wild Nicodle and double Wild Nicodle and Monastery, it's a pretty good little hand right there. But at least we do have Dismember coming out, and we can Snapcaster on some Spell Pierce action. So he's going to cast Mutagen Growth. If we're going to block on Monastery, he's going to go to 2/3. He's going to get +2/+2. So it's going to go to 4/5. Oh, and he's got the bobble on top. Yeah, and pretty much no matter how we, well, the 4/5 blocks up, but it's still basic as Nicodle is going to be a, well, there's no instance in the graveyard. So, and I'm pretty sure that's correct. So if he does go for Mutagen Growth, Tarmogoyf is going to be a 5/6. Yeah, so I'm actually going to go ahead and block on the Wild Nicodle. Yeah, because if you Mutagen Growth, there's no instant in the graveyard. We'll be able to block right there. We can Dismember on the Monastery. We'll have to shock it in. It'll get us kind of low, you know, if he gets into spots where it has a kill spell. I mean, like a Lightning Bolt or something up top. But we can shock it in and still have Dismember and then have a blocker with Tarmogoyf, yeah. Okay, so we trade on the Nicodle. Well, not trade, but take care of the Nicodle. Go down to 7. Inquisition. Okay. So what we can do is we'll have to shock in something, go down to 5. We can Dismember, go down to 1. He's got Faith's Reward and Mutagenic Growth. But we can take the Faith's Reward because he can give one of these creatures protection. You give Wild Nicodle protection, give it +2, swing in from green. So we shock this in, go to 5, and then we're looking at 1. Go down to 1. Yeah, we may have to do that. We're getting really low on life total, but I think we're going to have to do that. We're going to shock this in, fire this Inquisition off. Street Wraith, okay, man. So he doesn't have a land right now. And then if we don't take Mutagen Growth, he can cast it paying 2 life, and then he'll still have Faith's Shield. So we're not going to be able to Spell Pierce the Mutagen Growth. So let's go for the, let's discard the Mutagen Growth, that way we can at least Spell Pierce the Faith's Shield. If he doesn't draw into another land. So yeah, we're going to take that one. And then, yeah, we're going to pass the turn. Don't want to swing in right now. And if he swings into the board, we'll block on Wild Nicodle. So he's going to cycle right now, pay 2 life. Okay, so he's going to get a Prowse trigger on that one. The only thing we're making sure is if he just doesn't get into another land for the turn. So if he doesn't, then Spell Pierce will be good right now. And then we'll also have Snapcaster mate. Well, it's going to be a little pain. We can't do that. We'll have to get in one more land. But we can at least Snapcaster and recast Dismember out of the graveyard, flash it back. Okay, so he doesn't swing in. Now, here's the key, dude. I'm going to go ahead and no, he has the Faith, so we can't Dismember right now. Well, we can Spell Pierce it in response. He might have Lightning Bolt in his hand, but yeah, if we're going to fight it, I'd rather do it in right now. So let's go ahead and actually go in for the Dismember on Monastery. It's going to put us down pretty low, but you know, let's burn right there. Alright, so we're going to go down to 1, go for the Dismember. He has the Faiths, we can Spell Pierce it. And we could actually swing him with Tarmogoyf and Flash and Snapcaster be a blocker. Okay, so we're going to Spell Pierce that Faith Shield right now. But yeah, we can swing him with Tarmogoyf next turn. And then we can Flash and Snapcaster, because then if he has any type of removal... Yeah, I like that. We'll go and swing in Tarmogoyf. That way we make it... Ooh, Death's Shadow. I will take that. Okay, so let's go and swing in right now. Coming in hot. Dropping down to 5. Now we can't shock in Breeding Pool, so we're going to put this in play tapped. Let's go ahead and get down Death's Shadow. And then if he gets into another Faith Reward or something like that, or Faith Shield, excuse me, we can at least snap in Snapcaster before he goes to attackers, before we go to blockers. So we get, yeah, okay, I feel good about using the Dismember. Alright, scoops it up. So yeah, that was a close one. Got all the way down to 1. So if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.